today, which I do not desire. But I think Titlagarh deserves to be a district. It should be a district. Citizens Committee now, as lawyers, our right has been now restricted. It is the Citizens Committee. In fact, Sri Radhakanta Padu was the president of the Citizens Committee, and I do not know how the movement has been fizzled out. So, on this occasion, I would request all of you to establish your right that Titlagarh becomes a district. This auspicious occasion, we must take an oath that Titlagarh should be a district. MLA is also there, so it is for him also probably to fight for the establishment of a district. Now, sir, on Madhusudan, Utkala Gaurava Madhusudan, the pride of Odisha, he has stated when the Utkala Sammelani was the pioneer for establishment of Odisha state, Odisha province, then state. A great patriot who had given the clarion call that ଏହି ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ ଜାତି ପ୍ରାଣ ସିନ୍ଧୁ କୋଟି ପ୍ରାଣ ବିନ୍ଦୁ ଧରେ ତୋର ପ୍ରାଣ ବିନ୍ଦୁ ମିଶାଇ ଦେ ଭାଇ ଏହିପରି ସିନ୍ଧୁ ନିରେ. You just imagine how such an igniting to raise the consciousness of the disintegrated Odisha. This stanza is just like Magna Carta, which gave part to the agitation of enlightenment. It is the Magna Carta of our history, this Utkala Sammelani. And Madhu Babu is so popular. During my student life, we were reading that Patha Padhibi, Kopiro Hebi, Kagya Ghorare Jodi, Madhu Babu Sange Lodibi. One can just imagine to what extent Madhu Babu had penetrated in the interior of our state. In fact, when I was a ME school student, I was reading this stanza, and frankly speaking, it has influenced me to become a lawyer. This stanza influenced me. Further, we find that Madhu Babu was not only a great lawyer, he was also a reformist. He was influenced by the philosophy and by the theory of John Stuart Mill. That philosophy influenced him, and the movement for unification of Italy and Germany. All these historical episodes influenced in the mind of Utkala Gaurava Madhusudan, and for which he led this movement and several Jati Nandi Boswa Choribaki Bhai Swarthaku Sarathi Kole. So what sort of, not only the thought process, the philosophy behind it, that I can live, I can prefer liberty with danger than peace with slavery. This was the theory, this was the philosophy behind Madhu Babu, for which he was guided and fought for the establishment of our state. Madhu Babu was born on 28 April 1848. This was at Satyabhama. Now, friends, to recollect, this 1848 is a historical day of the world, not only of Odisha, that Madhu Babu was born. On this day, that is 21st February 1848, the Communist Manifesto was published by Marx and Engels. Marx and Engels, they published the Communist Manifesto, which gave a totally new theory. Previously, the economic theory of Adam Smith, an alternative was given with a God that whatever you want to unite, you have nothing to do except yourself. This was the philosophy, this was the theory that it gave birth to the revolution, that Bolshevik revolution from this communist manifesto. At the same time, how things are so correlated. That's what I want to say. That Rousseau says that man is born free, but he is everywhere in Chile. This is Rousseau, the French philosopher. And now, Marx gave the call that what was the world unite. Like that, he said that we can live with peace with danger, but we cannot live, we cannot prefer peace with slavery. We can live with liberty with peace, but not peace with slavery. So this is how that theory haunted him, and he led this movement. And the first Utkal Sammelani was held on 30th and 31st December 1903, where Sri Ramchandra Bhan, he presided over that meeting. That is, in fact, what I said, that is the first meeting, and that is the Magna Carta of establishment of Odisha state. One thing, sir, I want to say, that the legacy of Madhubabu that inspired all the youth, and that inspiration, the source of inspiration is Madhubabu. Therefore, even after 1848, 1948, now even in 1925, 2025, we remember that great man. Here I want to also say that I consider, after Madhubabu, I consider Sri Narsimha Mishra, who is also my senior, as a living legend. As a living legend, to just think that how, being a law minister, that SRO number 575 of 94, that all the persons having, all the women were exempted from payment of tax. The minors were, they were also exempted. The females were exempted. The persons having less income at that time, 12,000 per year, he was also exempted. This is the first such a law is made in our state, where you can find out now, Order 33 has become infructuous. It is virtually deleted. Now, otherwise, for Order 33, when I started my profession in the year 1981, I filed a miss case at that time, miss case under Order 33. It was in the year 81. To get that totally exemption, it took 5 years. After that exemption, the other side filed an appeal in the district court. So that suit never came. In the process, that suit was dismissed. So that situation no more exists. And this is the only state where, when Sri Narsimha Mishra was the law minister, he framed this law, and actually the Copy Amendment Act, the Order 33 now has become infructuous. Further, sir, we can see that Madhusudan Das was the first MA, first degree, MA degree, first BA, first lawyer. And he was the member of Bihar and State Council, State Provincial Council and Central Council. My senior sir, he has been elected 5 times as MLA, the best MLA. He is the best MLA award has also been granted to him. So I consider him not less than Madhubabu, who has contributed to the society, and he is a living legend. And Madhubabu thought both people, the pioneer of this movement. And for him today, we are fortunate that we celebrate, definitely we should celebrate his birthday at Lawyers' Day. This is also a great pride for all lawyers. The lawyers class, with the lawyer class are proud of Madhu Gaurav Madhusudan Das. Yes, thank you.